worked with different customers, we felt the need of being able to create a slightly different version of a KPI card compared to the ones that are available already by and standardized by Power BI. Back in the days when we created it, actually Power BI had a lot less functionalities. I mean, with the pace of an update every month, of course, there's lots of new stuff coming. But one of the key functionalities which we felt was missing was, for example, borders. That the border of a KPI card could be colored and things like these. But at the same time, we really ended up in a report creating lots of different KPI cards to visualize sort of one key metric and then one or two comparisons, which is then indicated with one or two arrows. We just ended up creating lots of different KPI cards for that and lots of different measures for that. So we said, okay, right, we're going to create something on our own, which we now did, and we got it certified very, very recently by Microsoft, and it's available in the AppSource store. So just very quickly, I'm going to show you how to get it. Just click here in the visualization pane. Click on Get More Visuals, and then you get this option here on AppSource. We're not yet in the editor's picks, so Christian, I count on you. Push this, but of course, no pressure.
Sure.
But if you search here for Sereviso, you'll basically get this KPI card with the nice tick that it's certified. Once you click Add, it'll be added into your file, and you can access it then from here. But what does this visual actually do? So let's maybe look at what the standard visual can do. The standard KPI card, you basically show, give me the actual, or give me the target, or give me the prior year value, or you say, I want to see my actual value, and then at the same time, I want to compare it versus target. Yeah, but now I had to create another KPI card for it, which, yeah, it's kind of it's just an additional step that you need to make. It's just an additional visual that needs to render. Of course, then there's the other one, which is the multi-row card, which you can choose actual and versus prior year and versus target. Works quite well, but also it's not in the format as we wanted it, with the formatting options that we wanted it to have. So yeah, I'm gonna show you very quickly how to set up our custom visual in a different way. So what I'm going to do is quickly selecting our visual. From here, you see, instead of just one field that you have, you now got 3. And if I drag in those fields, first thing I get is the default value, super big. Then secondly, I add my comparison number 1, and thirdly, I add my comparison number 2. And automatically generated are these comparison arrows, and they are nicely shown below my key KPI as sort of as indicators. How am I doing versus prior year? How am I doing versus target? So you give that ability to compare something. And then we've got some really cool formatting options, which are, besides the standard formatting options, you can give a prefix to it. So you can say this one here, for example, I said that's my versus prior year, and it'll show before it. The second one, I say, okay, that's versus target. It's going to be shown before it. And then I've got some more options here, so I can say, okay, show or hide this second comparison. If I want to compare only versus 1, you can do so. Or if you say, look, I don't want any arrow to be shown, I can hide the arrow. I can show it. And then I can also define a custom color for my arrow, because sometimes positive is good and sometimes positive is bad. If you think about revenue, right, the higher it goes, the better it is. Profit, the higher it goes, the better it is. But if you look at cost, the higher it goes, well, if it goes along with your revenue, then okay. But if your revenue is stable and your costs go up, you may end up in a problem. So you can choose here that, for instance, negative should be positive should be red, and negative should be green. And the last option you can set is the frame color, which you have 3 colors to choose from: red, yellow, green, and you can define where the color should start and on which field it should be based. So let's make the example. I say the frame color should be based on my target comparison. Then I choose, okay, should be based on comparison 2. And then I define my starting range to be, let's say, between 1 and 2%, or -1 to 1%. And that should be yellow. Anything above should be red. Anything below should be green. So I say -1.1 to 1. And then you see I'm getting the green back now. So versus target, let's say this is cost. I choose and I make it different. And yeah, that's basically it. So it's not a lot of magic. It's a simple KPI card, yet I believe very powerful and can save you a lot of time. And if you use it for comparison reasons, then this is an absolutely fantastic visual.